You're in a conversation, nothing planned, nothing rehearsed, just talking. You're the one who always notices what people are feeling before they say it, and somewhere in the middle of it, something shifts in the other person. Their voice softens, their posture loosens. They take a breath, not a polite breath, the kind where their whole chest moves, like they just put something heavy down they didn't realize they were holding. You didn't say anything profound. You didn't do anything special. You were just there, the way you're always there. But something about the way you're there makes people breathe differently, and you've never quite understood why. You're the one people call when they need to say the thing they haven't said to anyone yet, not because you have the perfect answer, because they already know you won't flinch. The friend who talks it out in the quiet dark of the car on the drive home. The coworker who closes the office door and starts with, "Can I just say something?" They don't need advice. They need the steady, patient space of your attention. And something about the way you hold that space makes them say more than they meant to, every time. You're at dinner with friends and the conversation wanders somewhere real, somewhere it wasn't supposed to go. And you notice the shift. People lean in instead of out, voices getting quieter, not louder. You didn't push it there. You just didn't close the door when it opened. Someone you care about is mid-sentence, explaining something they've never explained to anyone, and they stop. They look at you, and they say, "I don't know why I'm telling you this." But you do. You know exactly why. Even if you can't explain it, because somewhere in the first 5 minutes, without trying, you made the air around you safe enough to be honest in. That's not luck. That's not a skill you learned. That's just you being yourself. And sometimes you carry that, the weight of being the safe place, without anyone thinking to ask if you need one too. That thing you do, the noticing, the reading, the quiet attention you give to everyone around you, most people can't do that. What you've been calling overthinking is actually one of the rarest forms of care there is. Reading the pause before someone answers, hearing the word they chose and the one they almost chose instead, feeling the thing underneath the thing they said. Most people hear words, you hear the space between them too, and people feel that. Not as analysis, not as scrutiny. They feel, someone is actually here with me. Someone caught the thing I didn't say and held it carefully. When you stop performing ease, when you're just genuinely present in all your careful noticing, wondering self, something in the other person unclenches. They stop editing too. Your realness gives them permission to be real. That's what's happening when the breath changes. That's what that shift is that you've seen 100 times and never named. Someone who cares about you could tell you this if you asked. They'd probably pause first, search for the right words, and then they'd say something like, "You make me feel like I don't have to explain myself, like I can just be whatever I actually am that day." Around you, they stopped pretending. They stopped deciding which version of themselves was acceptable to bring. They just showed up, and you received them, all of them, without flinching. Without fixing, without making it a thing. That's one of the rarest things one person can do for another, and you do it without knowing you're doing it. You've seen it 100 times. The shift in someone's posture, the breath that goes deeper, the moment they stop holding. That's not them relaxing, that's them arriving, because you made it safe to. Next time you catch yourself wondering if you're too much, too careful, too in your own head, remember that breath, the one where their whole chest moved and something they didn't know they were carrying finally came down. That happened because of you. That person felt, for one moment, like they didn't have to hold it all together, like someone was actually there. You did that. Save this video for a day you forget.